What's cracking, team? We're back with another reaction video. It's your man's Free.
And your girl Lolo.
And today we're reacting to somebody that y'all been asking us to react to since the beginning of the time. Didn't know who Shane was. Still don't know who he is. But y'all been saying Shane. Conspiracy theories. So I remembered that, searched it, and he has a million of them. So I clicked on Children Show Conspiracy Theories. But it's kind of a tongue twister. Not really. But anyway, I don't know. Some of these kid shows, they're a little suspect, especially when you watch them when you're older and you understand like what they really probably mean. So I don't know if you're gonna be talking about that or what, but without further ado, let's check this out. Let's go. Disclaimer.
Hey, what's up you guys?
That's good.
Welcome back to another conspiracy theory video. Now I'm just warning you, today's video might ruin your childhood. And that's because we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories that are all about childhood shows, toys, pretty much everything that you thought was innocent, but you thought wrong. Okay, so first we're going to talk about toys. Now I've talked about this a lot. I am fascinated with toys that get released to the public that have subliminal messages or that cuss. I just don't understand how that happens unless it's intentional and for some reason the toy companies want your kids to hear those bad things. Now here's just a few more of the creepiest kid toys that have said the scariest things. And let's start with the innocent Tickle Me
Not
Everyone's
Elmo.
going to be talking about this weekend. A mother changes the batteries on her son's talking Elmo doll and is stunned to hear what comes out of its mouth. You will be too. That's right. The Elmo doll is saying, "Kill James." That's the name of the boy who owns the Elmo Knows Your Name doll.
What? Can you imagine being a kid and having Elmo say he wants to kill you? Oh, that one is...
That didn't...
I
No.
don't even understand what happened.
No.
I mean, I guess...
You kill
it
Elmo.
repeats your name, but I don't know why it started to say kill James. Either way, it's fucking terrifying. Now, that could have been a mistake or some kind of programming fuck-up. But this next one
It's a glitch.
was 100% intentional. Check it out.
A mother bought her toddler this princess wand at the dollar store behind me. Imagine her surprise when the curious little girl peeled back the foil to find this image of a girl cutting herself inside.
That one is crazy to me. I mean, literally, what?
What?
Now, that one is obviously supposed to be a prank or something.
What does this
but why is it
happen
in the
at,
toy
like?
That was the dollar
the
store.
kids are
That's why it's
playing with
there.
Some prank toy that is really scary and fucked up.
If you look close enough, it's not a drawing. It's an actual picture of the girl slitting her wrist.
Now, there's some toys that talk, and if you reverse it, there's hidden messages. Now, there's a toy called Rufus, which is part of some, like, Monsters collection. And one woman said that when she reversed the message, she heard something really creepy.
Hi, have you ever wondered what Rufus
So
the
why is she
Monster,
reversing the
TY
message?
Monster says? At the beginning, the first bit is backwards, so I thought I wanted to know what it said, so I thought I'd have a look. Ignore the first
I don't
bit.
be playing with that stuff.
So it says, Rulof thinks you're so pretty. I've got my eye on you. Boing.
I don't even know.
I ain't hear all that.
Literally, I've got my eye on you, and then a boner sound. So it makes me wonder, what's the point of this? You know, are the children's toy companies trying to put subliminal messages to somehow get into your kid's brain? Or are they just having
Plus that
fun
whole
and making
playing
some
audio backwards
subliminal
stuff, that
messages
I don't
and
play
kids
with all
either
that.
way, it's really fucking creepy. But sometimes it is kind of funny. Some of the toys that repeat what you say don't have a filter on it, so whatever you say, it will say it.
My favorite toy.
Fuck bitches get money.
Okay, I love that one. I actually
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about some things that are hidden inside of movies and TV shows that we never caught. And we're going to start with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So obviously Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is a family film about a crazy guy who owns a candy factory, and he invites a bunch of kids over to eat candy and play around and eventually kills them off one by one. Wow, that sounds really fucked up when I say it out loud.
Sure.
Well, anyways, as you probably remember in the movie, there was a moment where he wanted the kids to lick the walls.
Kinda true, right?
Yeah, try it.
Yes.
I got a plum. Grandpa, this banana's fantastic. It tastes so real. Try some more. The strawberries taste like strawberries. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Now, obviously, snozberry isn't a real thing. Like, in my head, when I was watching it, I just imagined some crazy berry that was sour and sweet. But snozberry actually is a real thing, and it's not food. So Willy Wonka is based on the book that was written by Roald Dahl, and he wrote another book. And here is an excerpt from it. There's only one way when they get violent, Yasmin said. I grabbed hold of his snozberry and hung on to it like grim death, and gave it a twist or two to make him hold still. Yeah, snozberry is slang for a dick, which changes a lot of things when you rewatch that part of the movie.
The strawberries taste like strawberries. The snozberries taste like snozberries.
He's telling the children
The dicks taste like dicks.
that they taste like dick. That is just like, I love that one. So that one was disturbing, but kind of funny.
That's
The
funny.
family movie.
That's
Not
funny.
really kids.
Now, I'm sure you guys know the show, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which was on the Disney
Sure.
Channel. It's a show about two boys that lived in a hotel and had fun. Now, the show's on the Disney Channel. Why would there be anything crazy
They always
in there? Well, as you guys know, Disney has some of the
They got a bad
craziest
rap.
things hidden in their movies and TV shows, and this is no different. In one scene where the boys are in class, if you pause it and look at the chalkboard behind them, you will see something crazy. What?
I think that's at Illuminate.
Literally, it says the Illuminati right there. Why would that be there? What would the purpose of that be? But
That says
this is the only
Illuminate.
kid show that has Illuminati symbols.
In cursive.
I mean, first of all, The Fairly Odd Parents is covered in Illuminati symbols. I mean, people have been screenshotting those ones for years. The kid's alter ego name is Timmy Triangle, which is literally the symbol of the Illuminati. Now, even on the show DuckTales, if you
never seen
freeze
any
the
of those
picture,
episodes.
you'll see in the background there's an eye chart that says, "Ask about Illuminati." But then, in
Okay,
another
I see
shot,
that.
the letters have been
But
scrambled.
The Sweet Life, that was
See?
Illuminate.
So clearly that was on purpose. They wanted that one shot where it said "Ask about Illuminati," but then they didn't want it in any of the others.
I
which
never
makes it
really
even
been a big
more
believer in
fabulous.
Illuminati.
So you're probably wondering why. What's the point?
I mean,
of this?
I
The
really
whole
don't
point
care.
of the Illuminati putting their symbols on shows and movies
They
and
ain't
music
coming for
is
me.
to claim their territory. Almost like how a dog pees on certain things he wants to claim as his own. The Illuminati wants to claim television, movies, and music. And they're doing a pretty good job. So next time you're watching a kids show, be on the lookout. Maybe there'll be something in the background. Okay, now this next one is a theory
No.
about the show The Flintstones. So The Flintstones was a cartoon that aired
Not
back
the
in the
Flintstones.
1960s about a family that lived in the prehistoric times. Or did they? There's a theory that the Flintstones actually live in the future. Now I know what you're thinking, the future, they literally live like cavemen. Well, what if there was a nuclear war? And what if the Flintstones were just one of the many families that had to start over? Now this theory makes sense considering the show was created around the time of the Cold War. And that was when Americans were terrified of Russia sending a nuclear attack. So maybe the creators of the show were inspired by that and thought, what would it be like if we had to start from scratch? So this would explain a lot of things, because number one, why were the Flintstones doing things that looked like things we do? I mean, just look at this clip of the Flintstones creating a record player out of a bird and a stone.
Okay, let's spin a disc.
Yeah, it's true. There's prehistoric times. Oh, they have a record player.
Now, if this is a prehistoric cave family, how do they even know what a record is? How do they know what a record machine looks like? How would they know to create one? And not only that, they have TVs made out of rocks. They have Christmas trees and Christmas parties. How do they even know what Christmas is? They have banks. They have fake money. They even at one point put on wigs and played guitar and pretended to be the Beatles. Well, is that because all of these things are what they knew before the war? Are they trying to recreate society as they remembered it? Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, I don't know, Shane, you're overthinking this. They just
A
were
little
probably
bit,
having fun.
yeah.
And they were like, oh, it'll be so funny to see a bird that's also a vacuum, or a shower that's made out of an elephant trunk. But I think it's more than that. I think these show creators were very smart, and they wanted to say something. They wanted to say, hey guys, look what could happen if we go to war. And that could still happen with what's going on in the world right now. So
I'm 50-50 on that
you're
one.
watching YouTube videos on a rock. Okay, so we talked about the Illuminati putting creepy things inside of movies and TV shows, but let's talk about a lot of other hidden messages. Now, some of these I found out about. I couldn't believe that we didn't catch it. Just look at this clip from the movie Harry Potter, and in the background, sex is written on the wall. Yeah, literally
No.
on the wall.
You see it?
Right there for all of us to see. What would the point of that be? Why? I mean, were the
I'm gonna need to see that
producers
one
just
again.
having fun and thought it would be kind of funny? Or were they trying to put sex in your kids'
Plus,
faces?
ain't no
This
kid
isn't
looking
the
that
only
hard
thing that I've seen
at the
in a
wall.
horror movie. I mean,
So
just
even if
look
they
at one of the
did, who
characters'
cares?
costumes. Now, the character Bellatrix Lestrange, I might have butchered that name. If you
And
look
again,
closely at her costume, you will
family,
see that there is
not
a
really for kids.
666 right
That means
above
that
her.
your kids can watch it though. Like,
Nobody cares about what's on the wall.
I mean,
Wow,
that was just
swiggly
literally
lines.
right there. Like, they clearly put that there for a reason. So it makes you wonder what else is hidden inside.
oh, I saw 3 sixes.
Probably a lot.
It was
Okay,
swiggly
speaking of
lines.
Harry Potter, this next one involves the Harry Potter world and also a terrifying
Sixes,
show
somebody
called
can't draw.
Teletubbies.
I mean,
Now, I've talked about the
right.
Teletubbies before. They fucking scare the shit out of me. I never understood why kids watched it. It literally
It's a
When
good
they talk about
show.
the gay nigga.
creepiest people, creature things running around, looking fucking terrifying. And don't even get me
Pinky
started
winky.
on the big baby son thing. We've talked
Baby
about that
son.
before. It's horrifying. Well, here's a couple theories about the Teletubbies. So what if I were to tell you that there is a link, a
gosh.
correlation between the Teletubbies and Harry Potter? Well, the first link is obvious. The Teletubbies were on the BBC. Harry Potter is from the UK. So that already is a link. But look closer at the actual Teletubbies. Let's look at the yellow one. What's on his head? Looks like a lightning bolt. And then on the purple one's head, triangle. The green one's head, a straight line. And the red one's head, a circle. Now, who else had a lightning bolt on their head?
And then the little ring
Take
that they
other
played the little
three
sport
and
in.
put their symbols together. You get the symbol of the Deathly Hallows. I mean, come on, that one is fucking crazy. There has to be a link. I don't know why or why
She's
they
not
would do
convinced.
this. Now, I've
No.
never actually seen the Teletubbies because I'm too fucking terrified, but I can't even imagine how many more symbols there are in that show. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. When that show originally came out, people petitioned for it not to be shown to big children. Parents believed that the show was trying to brainwash kids. And one of the reasons they said that was because the theme song repeats the same thing over and over and over again for no reason. And parents thought
Teletubbies
it was a way
say
of turning on the
hello,
brainwashing effect
hello.
on their kids. Similar to hypnosis, if you repeat something enough times, maybe you can start to get in there. In case you forgot, here's a
No.
clip of it. I don't know, that shit sounds like some straight up brainwashing to me. Also, just to
Sounds like time for Teletubbies.
Exactly.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but the Teletubbies are not small little fun creatures. In real life, the Teletubbies are 10 feet tall. Look at
In
this
real
picture.
life?
Look at that. Look at the tall man next to them compared to how tall they are. That's
Yeah, in
fucking
real life.
horrifying. Imagine these huge 10-foot-tall beasts running around the grass, frolicking, rolling around, and playing. Literally the scariest
He's overthinking
thing
this
I can
one.
imagine. I mean,
You're
just
He not
overthinking
about-
all of
he not about to ruin
what
Teletubbies.
they would look like. That is what nightmares are made of. Now, in the same theme of hidden messages and stuff, this one literally changed my life. I cannot unsee this. Now, look at the Taco Bell logo. Just take a look. Yeah, we know that logo. I definitely see that
They can
logo
talk shit
a
about it
lot.
'cause I
Well,
don't
get
eat
ready,
them.
because I'm about to change your fucking life. Now, look closer at the bell in that logo and think about a reptile eye. Literally, I cannot unsee it. That's a fucking reptile eye. I don't care how you spin it or how many of you were like, Shane, you're crazy. Look at it. That literally is a reptile eye. Just
Why
put it
does he
next to
have
a
the
reptile eye.
time
Look
to
at the
look
side by
to
side.
find all of these things? Like,
Oh my god, that one. Ooh, that one gives me the fucking chills.
Nigga,
And
you
that's
got a
what's
skull
so crazy to me
and
because it's
a
been
ghost
there my whole
pillow.
life, and I've never seen it. So it makes you wonder who's in control of fast food? Who's in control of the whole fast food industry? It's the reptile people.
Yeah.
Okay, now this last theory
That's
involves
funny.
Disneyland, which
That's
I
in
need
a
whole
reptile
video on
eye.
this. But as you guys know, a lot of bad things happen in Disneyland. I mean, there's a long list of people that have been decapitated on a ride, crushed to death, thrown from a ride. There have been so many unlucky things that have happened.
Oh, amusement parks,
It makes
yeah.
you wonder why. Well, maybe Disneyland is haunted. Now I know what you're thinking, Shane, why would a theme park be haunted? It's so fun and there's rides.
Yeah, I
and
heard about this
food,
one before.
And big Mickey Mouse is running around and smiling. Well, what if I were to tell you that there's also thousands of dead bodies? All right, now let me explain. Supposedly, Disneyland is one of the most popular places for people to take their relatives' ashes and spread them. Now, back in 2007, one woman was kicked out because she was seen dumping some kind of ashes into the water of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So next time you go to Disneyland, think about the fact that you might be breathing in dead people. But also think about this. All of those
I ain't never been.
all those ashes,
I want to go, though.
The reason that people die on rides at Disneyland is because the dead bodies that are already there want more. What if they just want more people like them at the party? Well, two of the rides at Disneyland that are known to be the most haunted are the Haunted Mansion and It's a Small World. And guess what else those rides are? Those are the two most popular places at Disneyland that people throw their ashes. Another reason for me never to go to Disneyland.
Well, why people? Why letting people bring ashes into Disneyland?
And I just want to say I'm sorry.
Right, like they don't have.
Every time you.
I'm 100% sure they got it.
I know I am.
What's the thing?
Metal detector?
Alright, you guys,
All of that. Six Flags got it. They got it.
So I know. Also make sure
Hold
you
up.
subscribe to my channel.
What does a metal detector have to do with some ashes?
They look through your bag and everything.
What I'm saying, you got a little Ziploc bag of some ashes and like it's some no, not sand. Never mind.
Exactly. So.
All right. I have heard about the Disneyland joint though. You know, the whole dead body thing.
Maybe they wanted to be in Disneyland.
But still, that is a little scary, don't you think?
Not really.
Just like my Xbox turned on by itself. I think my house is haunted.
Ghost.
Because my Xbox is like a touch sensor, and it just be coming on. And don't nothing be over there, no nothing. It just be turning on. So some ghosts be like brushing into my Xbox. House conspiracy. Whew.
I seen a ghost in my house. I mean,
I've seen one from a distance on the military base one time. That's a story time. Y'all want to hear about our ghost experiences? Comment down below, because we can make that into a good story time video. Because I got some stories. But anyway, hit that like button if you enjoyed that. I think he overthought a lot of them. Some of them I can get with, some of them I can't. But comment down below which ones you think you were, I guess, the most real. Which ones you think were completely bullshit. If you on her side, if you're 50-50 like me. Yeah, comment down below what you think.
if you think all of that stuff, but
I don't think
you
any
have to
of
sit
it.
down to go do all of that stuff. So
I don't know. I don't know.
you gotta think hard about it. It's not like it just.
But that's
right
too deep.
there.
That's too deep. Like the reptile eye, Taco Bell, really?
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing. He said it's ran by the reptile people.
Who's the reptile people?
I don't know. Make sure you subscribe before you leave.
Dang.
Make sure you always level up. And until next time, we're going to catch y'all with another reaction video. We'll holla.